Welcome to the stream, everyone. I took a break for a little bit from streaming, and I promised you I'd come back with a bang, and here we are. Mario Party, and then side order tonight with the Blaster Run, and later in the week we'll also be doing Sonic Adventure 2 Randomizer finally, and Penny's Big Breakaway on Sunday. That'll be the grand finale. In between all of that, I've also been working on some highlights videos while I wait for job hunting shenanigans to get back to me. I've got so many of them in the pipeline that I'm like ADHD pinballing off of all of them, and it's freeing. It's a lot more freeing than when I was working on the Kirby True Arena one, and I kind of felt like locked into it. Like I had to work on just that one. So this is nice. It feels nice. That and Now You Know Gaming is going, and as far as for fun content goes, this is sort of the Skysometric golden era. I feel like maybe it's a little presumptuous to say that, but I'm really, really happy with how things have been going. Streaming-wise, I'm streaming once a week on average, and the only thing that's missing is a steady income. Oops. Still waiting on job offers to get back to me, but a couple of them have. One of them said that they don't actually have any new positions for me, which is okay. It was the lowest of my choices anyway. So I just need to get back to the one that did and wait on the two that haven't yet. And keep looking for more, I guess. It's a lot of work not having any work, you know what I mean? Let's see, make sure I have everything all ready to go. Looks like everybody's here. Alright, so I have a question for y'all. Actually, I have two questions for y'all. Hey Apex, welcome to the stream, it's good to see ya. So my two questions are... Like I mentioned, I have a bunch of highlights videos in the works. Might as well just say what they are, because I hinted at them anyway. All cutely, acting like I have something up my sleeve. I kinda do, actually. But, of the highlights videos I'm working on, which one do you want to see first? I've got Frogger 2 going, and that's the FMV madness and also the odd game design that left me a little flabbergasted but was really fun. Magical Tetris Challenge, which is the funky soundtrack we're listening to, and the absolutely batshit insane voices I was doing for it. And the last one is Marvel Saga, the levels that my brother and I made for it, and how that was such a unique stream that pretty much only I could do. All of those have the rough draft are complete, so I don't know which one to focus on pushing through to the end next. Magical Tetris seems like a good pick. That's sort of what I was leaning towards. I've been asking people on and off and getting varied answers. So, that's kind of left me swirling about which one to go with. I'm real satisfied with how all three of the videos are turning out so far, and, really just depends on which one is... Magical Tetris Challenge is the longest one of the ones I have, actually. It also, I would say it needs the most refinement, but that's not true. Marvel Saga is the one that needs the most refinement right now, but, was working on the Magical Tetris Challenge one this afternoon, and I like the cadence of it so far. It's still got a lot of work. Frogger 2, I would say, is the closest to being finished, though, but the way I see it is, if I can get Magical Tetris Challenge done, then Frogger 2 is not far behind it. And Marvel Saga, of course, will be following behind that one, I guess, just in order of A, which order people want to see them in, and B, which order I can get them done in, how far along they are. And looks like we've arrived at Magical Tetris Challenge so far, so I'll focus on that one and try to get the biggest one out of the way first. So that's the plan then. What else am I thinking of? That's not the only set of highlights videos that are in the pipeline. The episodic one, these are easy, because they were only one episode each. Like, Frogger 2 was 2.5 hours, Magical Tetris Challenge was like 4 hours. So, like, it's not a lot of content to sift through and cut down to a rough cut. That's usually, like, 40% of the work right there, so... where it's much harder is with something big like when I did Donkey Kong Country or Diddy Kong Racing. And I do want to do both of those. And I might also do Side Order by the time all is said and done. So it's not like there's a shortage of content here, it's just how much time do I have to sift through all of that? They're very long games. But speaking of Splatoon, why don't we hop into the game? Apex says, loving how much you're pumping out lately. Thank you very much. I am too. I need the, I just need a job at this point. Man, if only this stuff could make me money, but it's alright. It doesn't have to. At the level of audience saturation that it would take me to make money off of all this stuff, I don't think I'd be as comfortable doing it, you know? I'm very, very comfortable with where I'm at with this as in a hobby capacity. So I just need to make sure I'm balancing this versus how much I'm looking for a job and having a day job, and we're golden. But I'm really happy with it too, so... Hop directly into the game. There's a Splatfest upcoming. I'm certainly not going to be streaming it, but I don't know if I'm even going to be playing it. Possibly. I think the biggest reason I might play it is if, the biggest reason I might play it is if somebody else invites me to stream it with them. Let me put it that way. We ended up with a bronze trophy when we did the big run a couple weeks ago. I just haven't opened the game since then. Oops. We got Eel Tail Alley back. They will show up somewhere else, surely. Now we're gonna hear about the Splatfest. I forgot what the theme even is. Come on, come on. Ah, yes. Instruments. I've always thought of myself as potentially being able to learn guitar, but my fingers are so sensitive, and I know you have to build up a callus in order to do that. It's not really something I would be comfortable with. I'd probably be a lot more comfortable playing a keyboard, and it'd be a lot more versatile in that way. But I love guitars. What can I say? So they're absolutely going to build up to it like being in the plaza eventually, right? That would be fucking cool if they did. Absolutely. And the plaza is big enough for them to support having a big run there. But at the same time, I kind of don't know how it would work. Maybe they'd have to build it out a little more, probably. And I'm sure they are, or they did. If that is indeed in the plans. Scorched Gorge is, basically the reef of this game. It's possible it'll just end in Scorched Gorge because we haven't had a big run there either. And that would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Back to the first stage. Splatoon 3, the plaza is way more designed like an arena. It's not just a flat square, but a big vertical loop. That's true, that's true. I think they could build it out into a really cool salmon run, big run type deal. That doesn't look very bronze. Whatever. Maybe it's the lighting. I'll decide what team I'm on based on whether people want to play with me or not. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave that as is. For now, let's go to the general store? Question mark? Exclamation mark, I mean. I got stuff! I am a stable, otherworldly being! Woo! Wouldn't call not having a job very stable. But I'm glad you believe in me. Pretty says, stable? Are you a horse? Pretty sure horses are very worldly beings.